Tonight, new video shows the terrifying moments inside an Orlando business when a man attacked employees with a machete. He eventually was caught. One of the employees who faced that suspect talked to News 6's Troy Campbell tonight. That story is all new at 11.
According to online jail records, the 31-year-old suspect has been locked up here at the Orange County Jail ever since the attack back in February. We spoke with the employee of the business who fought back, firing his gun at the suspect, potentially saving lives in the process.
Because I had literally looked down the barrel of my own pistol and didn't get a bullet in my head, so.
In this surveillance video, posted on YouTube by Active Self-Protection, James Guthrie says he is seen fighting off 31-year-old Oraine Mitchell Grant, armed with a machete. Guthrie says the video shows him quickly drawing his concealed firearm before wrestling with the suspect.
I grabbed him and started pulling away from the wall. As we were coming away from the wall, he's whacking at me with the machete, trying to cut me more.
Guthrie says the suspect had been showing up to work at the day labor service for about 6 months leading up to the attack. He says that day, Mitchell Grant was sent home because there wasn't enough work, only to return armed with a machete 2 hours later. Guthrie says he served in the Army and was trained to fight in combat. Skills, he says, came into play when the unthinkable happened.
It just was reaction, so I'm not like some super crazy awesome dude. Like, I did a few years in the Army, and so I have a little bit of training.
Guthrie says he originally left his gun at home that day, but went back to get it. Now, online court records also show Grant has pleaded not guilty to several charges, 3 of which carry a life sentence. Outside the Orange County Jail, Troy Campbell, Getting Results, News 6.
What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this nice, beautiful, sunny Monday. I'm doing real good myself, and I hope you guys have had a very, very nice, relaxing weekend as well. Well, now, Oraine Mitchell Grant, I tell you, he had to be driven to an amazingly amount of stress, and bullying, on the job. To actually go home, you understand, get a machete and come back and go after what I believe the 2 people who caused all of this stress. Now, I'm not making an excuse for what this young man did. I mean, don't get it twisted, but just like a lot of on the job, workplace, shootings and stuff, oftentimes those people come back and go after the ones that they felt like has been picking on them. Okay? Now, as you can see, like right here, first let me say this. The reporter said that he came back and attacked employees, okay? But there's one employee that he didn't attack, and that was this lady right here. She got up and she ran off. But he decided this one right here and this man right here who pulled the gun and I guess fired a shot, but it never hit him, hit Mr. Grant. All right. Bad situation. All I'm saying is this. They really, really need to start passing laws that prohibits on-the-job bullying. Oh, yes, you do get on-the-job bullying. Let's not play like we don't know that, because these things happen all the damn time. You get somebody that's in a position like a supervisor, you understand what I mean, or lead person, and they on a power trip. You see, and I guess, they decide that they see somebody where basically they just don't like personally. Has nothing to do with the person's ability to perform his or her job, or their attendance, or anything like that when it's work related. Not anything, don't have nothing to do with it. But basically because personally they don't like that person. And so what they decide to do is to make that person's stay at that job a living hell. A lot of times it comes back to bite them in the ass, and I do believe that's the situation with this particular story right here. Now, let's dissect this story and get into it for ourselves, okay? This happened in Orlando, Florida. Lots of stuff happens in Florida, as we know, But it says here, the man who fired his gun at a suspect during a machete attack at work spoke with News 6 about the ordeal. Okay, James Guthrie said he has a concealed weapon permit and used his gun to fight off the suspect. All right. In a video posted by Active Self Protection on YouTube, Guthrie said he is shown wrestling with the suspect, 31-year-old Oraine Mitchell Grant. He said at one point the suspect managed to get the gun from him. All right. I literally looked down the barrel of my own pistol and didn't get a bullet in my head, Guthrie said. Yeah, you did. You know what I mean? That's one time that your weapon didn't work. Okay, and that's just all there is to it. But to continue, Guthrie said the suspect continued to use the machete to attack workers inside. I grabbed him, started pulling him away from the wall. As we were coming away from the wall, he's attacking me with the machete, trying to cut me more, Guthrie said. Yeah. Like I said, this man was under an amazing amount of stress, anger, and basically what it did was cloud his judgment. You know what I mean? To think rationally. You see? That's just the way it is. I've been there. I've been there many times, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have too. Think about it. Sometimes your judgment gets clouded from thinking rationally. This is the reason why people who go to work to make another person their top priority to make their life a living hell at that job, they should be fired because they bring about these kind of particular situations. But I digress. Guthrie said Grant had been showing up at the day labor service for about 6 months prior. He said on the day of the attack, Grant had been sent home because there was not enough work. Guthrie said he returned 2 hours later with the machete. What I saw was a machete hanging on my co-worker's neck. Guthrie said, I drew my pistol, took 2 shots, and you still missed, may I add, as he was coming at me, and hit him once. Oh, okay, so you got him in the arm, right? Hit him once in the arm, and then he attacked me. We went onto the wall and started wrestling. Guthrie also said he served in the U.S. Army and has been trained to fight in combat. I'm adding this, be that as it is, it didn't do you any good in this situation. But to continue, he said that those skills likely came into play that day. It was just reaction. So I'm not like some super crazy, awesome dude. I did a few years in the Army, and so I have a little bit of training. Guthrie said he first left his house without his firearm that day, but went home to retrieve it before arriving at the office. Okay. Now, in conclusion, says according to online court records, Grant has pleaded not guilty to his charges. He is due back in court in July. Now, I don't understand how, Grant can say, well, he's not guilty. And you right here on, camera, the video shows you doing these things. You know what I mean? But who knows? Grant could have he blacked out. You know what I mean? We blacked out. And people, like I said, hey, folks need to stop this damn on the job bullying. This shit is just as bad as on the school, in school bullying. Same reason why. Not that I'm making excuses for that either. When children, kids, teenagers, you see what I'm saying? Get bullied in school for whatever reason, then wants to go home, get a gun, and return the next day or whatever, and then commit a mass murder. Okay? Laws need to be passed to prohibit these kind of things. If you got a lead person, a supervisor, or whatever that wants wants to make a person's life or stay there at that job a living hell, these things should be documented and it should be made, known to personnel and get these goddamn people out of that workplace. You see what I'm saying? Before things like this happen. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this particular story. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, your views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.